Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 10 of our sales course, where in this video we'll be talking about converting a quotation to a sale order. So far we have talked about everything regarding creation of the quotation and sending it to the customer. So today let's see how to turn out a quotation into a sale order, and comes a lot of operations. So come with me, let's learn together. So let's begin. Now that we have learned how to send the quotation, next step is to confirm it. Okay. So I'll do one thing, create a new quotation with the customer in it. And the main important thing, which is the product. So let's add a product, confirming it. Only one quantity is required for me. And once it's done, you can simply click on send so that the quotation is sent to the customer. Okay, so this is how the quotation PDF looks like. You all know how, all these things work right now. Okay, so I'm sending it. And then you can see a button has come active, which is called the confirm button. Okay, so you can see all the quotation details, including the customer information, the product information, the quantity, prices, taxes, and all such things. So in this stage, or at this stage, the document is still in the quotation state itself. It's just a quotation sent. It's a quotation. So you have to review the quotation, and it's always recommended to double check these details before you convert it into a sale order. Okay, like double checking is always a great option to do. So once it's done, you can simply confirm the quotation. So at the top of the quotation, click on the confirm button, and you can right now see the stage changing from quotation sent to sale order. So let's wait. Okay, so it's taking a little bit of time, and right now you can see it's a sale order. Okay, and one more thing you might have noticed is the reference number. Okay, the status is also updated accordingly, and you can notice the document title changes from quotation to a sale order. Okay, and this status, as you all know, this is updated automatically, and this confirms that the customer has accepted the offer and the sales process can move forward now. Okay, so that's how you create a sale order from here. Okay, now now that the quotation is confirmed, let's explore the sale order. Okay, at the top we can see the sale order number. This is the sale order number, and then you can see the order date, and you have the, if you have any kind of a referrer, that person will be here, the addresses, then what, you have the product details and all. Now here you can see the customer's address as well. Okay, so these are the basic information which will be included inside a sale order. And if you just scroll down, you can see there'll be the total amount, including the taxes. If there is any kind of taxes or the discount, the total amount after everything has been applied can be seen over here. So the total amount is also visible for the quick reference. And then let's take a look at these smart buttons. So after confirmation, additional smart buttons may be available depending on your installed modules. So right now in this quotation, what happened is that a purchase order has been triggered because of the unavailability of the product, a purchase order is created. So I'm simply confirming the order, and then if you go back, you can see one drop shipping has come. So all these will be based on what you are creating. Now here you have one. So if you simply confirm this, let's see what happens. I don't know what is going to happen. You can see a smart button which is called delivery. Now I am pretty sure that if now I talk about the purchase in the drop shipping and all, you guys might get confused. So let us put it apart. And here you can see a smart button which is for the delivery. So if you click on the delivery, you can see the product availability and all, and you have to validate the delivery. Okay, so you can, if there are now there is a product which is not available. So what you can do is you can create a back order or no back order. So I'm creating a back order for the product which is not available yet. Okay, so that is done. And now if you go back, you can see there are two deliveries. One is the back order that we have created, and the one which we have already validated. Okay, now after this comes the invoice buttons and all. You can actually create the invoice from here. and the invoice button will be active over there. Now, if you are creating any kind of projects out of the quotation, that project smart button will be there. Next step is what? To create an invoice. So simply click on create invoice, and one of the common next step after confirming the sale order is invoicing. So you can click on the create invoice button, and Odoo provides different invoicing options. So depending on the configuration, you can use it. And for this demonstration, we'll just create a regular invoice and simply click on create draft. And what happens is that Odoo will automatically generate the invoice, and we'll explore invoicing in detail in a separate video. So once invoice is created, simply confirm it and you can proceed with the payment. So you can see the invoices created can also be seen as a smart button on top of the quotation. Okay. Now, if you want to track the order of the status, track the not order of the status, track the order status. Back in the sale order, notice that the Odoo helps tracking the progress of the order. So from this single document, users can monitor the delivery status, the invoicing status, the related documents, the customer information, and all such details. That too simply by taking a look at this single document. Okay. And this is the sale orders list. Now, if you go to the orders menu, you can see a sub menu called orders, which will only show you all the sale orders. From here, you will get the invoice status, whether there is, one is fully invoiced, one is to invoice, nothing to invoice, and all such statuses can be seen over here. So this is a separate dedicated menu only for the sale order. Okay. So all the confirmed sale orders are here, where you can see the order number, the order date, the customer, the salesperson, and all such things. And one more thing you have to add is, here you have the filtering option, where you can filter it based on the ones that are to be invoiced to upsell. There's a thing called upselling and all. I'll teach you about what that is. And then you have the grouping. You can group it based on salesperson, customer, and all such things. Okay, so that's the easy way of filtering the data. And I'll take you to a practical workflow recap. The very first step is to create a quotation. Then you can send it to the customer. And when the customer is okay with it, you can click the confirm button, which makes your quotation a sale order. And then quotation becomes a sale order, and you can proceed with the delivery and invoicing. So that is the standard sales workflow followed in Odoo. So I hope this is clear for you all. That's it, guys. Thank you.
So that's how a sale order is created. I hope that was clear for you all. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video.